And then I was reading something in a paper. It was a local paper, or was it was the Harrisburg paper, I can't remember, about Sharon starting this group. And she had her name and she was starting this youth group. And I said, well, it's about time. They finally had something come to Harrisburg. So I was like, it took me a while. I think it had started and it was going for maybe 6 months, I guess, or something like that. Because it took me, I had to get the courage up enough to go. So, and I was like, okay, I decided, you just got to force yourself to do things. And I walked in and they welcomed me, and there was like, I believe there were 6 people in there, 6 people in the group already. And unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of their names. I'm so sorry. I am 52, so. But they were so welcoming, and I felt comfortable pretty much like right off the bat. I think I was comfortable within the first half an hour of the meeting. So, and Sharon was great. She like led the meeting, and she asked us our first name, and what brought you there. I kind of remember all that. So, but it opened my eyes to a whole new world that I had never seen in my life. I remember people getting very heartfelt with their conversations, and they discussed issues that they've had and so on and so forth. And I'm definitely not an open book. I mean, I am probably more today than I was back then. But I kept all my stories to myself, and I just sat and listened. And I remember everything from coming out stories where kids were kicked out onto the street. I remember kids being beat, definitely criticized by their peers. That was a big thing. And then people just trying to figure out who they were and how they fit into even the gay world. Well, I don't know if I consider myself one of the founding people, but I mean, I know I was there in the first year. So, we were trying to come up with names, and I was like, I think we all kind of figured it out together, but we were all putting our thoughts into it. We're like, well, we want to say this. And then I think the one bisexual member, she's like, I want to make sure I'm featured in it. So that's what came up with Bi-GLYAH. It started with bisexual at the beginning, because everything always was gay lesbian at the beginning. She's like, can we please have bisexual at the front? So we voted and came up with that. I think it made me a stronger person, a more outgoing person. I think I have to have more empathy. I think it helped me with that as well. And, it helped me find a relationship that I had for 7 years, through that group. It was life building. Just want to thank Sharon, though, because I mean, if it wasn't for her, I don't know what the kind of person I would be. I don't know. So I'd like to think that I always be the same person, but that helped me establish myself both as a gay man, but also as an extrovert and somebody that actually got out there and met people and did things. Like I said, I come from such an introverted background. It definitely was a turning point. If you're talking about turning points, that was definitely one.